In this video, I'm going to show how to write code that displays a left arrow when the microbit is tilted to the left, a right arrow when the microbit is tilted to the right, and then for any other event or action, the screen should be blank. The commonly used way to write code in MakeCode to handle motion is to go into the input category and select the gesture block, which gives us tools to recognize 11 different motions, including tilt left and tilt right. Now remember, here's our requirements. When it tilts left, we want to show a left arrow. When it tilts right, we want to show a right arrow. And then otherwise, we want the screen blank. So I'm going to go into this gesture block and select tilt left. And then I want to show an arrow, so I'm going to go into Basic, scroll down to the bottom here, and select the Show Arrow. Okay, and I'm going to set this to West, which is the same as left. And then we'll set up the tilt right. I'll select this block, duplicate it, change the tilt left to tilt right, and change the West arrow to an East arrow. We still need to clear the screen though, and I could try using one of the gesture blocks, so let me go ahead and duplicate this. And then we'll use the screen up block. When I tilt the microbit left, it shows us a left arrow. When I tilt it down, clears the screen. When I tilt right, it shows us a right arrow. But notice that no other motion changes the arrow to a blank screen. So let's go ahead and try it a different way. We'll take this out and then put a clear screen into the forever block and see if that clears the screen for us. So I'm going to come over here and tilt this left, and then I'll try tilting it right. And you can see it either doesn't appear or it appears really quickly. So this isn't working for us either. What we're seeing here is that when we have an event handling focus, it doesn't necessarily handle non-events or a group of events. So I can set this up to respond when a left tilt happens. I can set it up to respond when a right tilt happens, but I can't set it up easily using these event blocks to respond how I want to no event. What we really want here is something that checks for a left tilt on the microbit and then gives us a left arrow. If that's not the case, then it checks for a right tilt on the microbit and gives us a right arrow. And if that's not the case, for anything else, it gives us a blank screen. And the best way to handle this is an if, then, else statement. So I'm going to delete all of this code. And I'll take this clear screen out too. And we're now going to rewrite this with an if, then, else statement. So I'm going to click on Logic, pull out the if, then, else statement here. And remember, we have three different scenarios. We have the if it's left tilting, if it's right tilting, and then everything else. So we need another if statement in here. So I'm going to click on the plus button at the bottom and create another if statement with a comparison in it. Now, to determine if it's a left tilt, I'm going to go into Input, scroll down to the is shake gesture block, and drag that over the comparison area in the if statement. And then I'll change this to left tilt. Then I'm going to go back into Basic, select my arrow, drag that over the empty space right below the comparison, and then change that to West. Then I'll duplicate this comparison block and drag it over this comparison area, change it to a tilt right, and then I'll duplicate the arrow. Remember, you can drag these all out too if you want, but I just find it easier to copy them. And then I'm going to point this east. And then finally, I'm going to go into Basic and select the clear screen. Okay, there. Now let's test this code. So this is giving me the three responses I'm looking for. It's giving me the left arrow for a left tilt, right arrow for a right tilt, and it's giving me a blank screen for everything else. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to get new content. Don't forget to check the video notes for any additional resources. And if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section and I will be sure to answer. Thanks for watching.